Good Sunday morning, everybody. This is Steve, Monday Chief Forecaster for Rowan County Weather. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on outside currently. It is almost 6:30 in the morning, just for context on when this is being recorded. And as you can see, we've got primarily rain moving through the county at the moment. 34 degrees as the temperature, and we're going to get in a little closer to this. We want you to see just how close this is. So here's Cleveland, here's Coolamy. There's the freezing rain that's happening right now up toward the Harmony area in the northern part of Iredell County. So very close to where Rowan County is, obviously, and we'll certainly continue to keep an eye on that. I think if we're going to see any icing, any significant icing, it's going to be mainly in this area right here. And let me turn on some drawing tools real quick so we can show you. So I think if we see any significant icing in the county, it's going to be pretty much right through there. So again, if you were to go from Coolamy over to Cleveland, maybe a few areas just below Cleveland, heading up northwest into that northwest corner of the county right here toward I-40. That's I-40 right there that I just drew the arrow at. That's the areas that could see some icing in terms of any significant icing. And we're looking at basically anywhere from so I'm going to try to draw this out for you. So at 0.1 to 0.25. So essentially a quarter of an inch of ice is possible as far as accumulations go. And I think if we're going to see a quarter of an inch, it's going to be mainly like right in that area. I mean, it's going to be a real tight gradient, but you can essentially go from here to here, and those gradients increase as we go. Everybody else in the county could see a glaze, so that's possible. I think if you do see it, it's going to be from a quick burst of freezing rain, or it'll be from essentially just water, the temperature getting below freezing, and water, the standing water out there freezing up. So certainly keep that in mind. But as of right now, it looks like we're going to see primarily a cold rain for most of the county, and the chance for some freezing rain and maybe even some sleet in that up in that Cleveland Coolamy area like I talked about. Not going to rule out freezing rain for everybody, as it's still possible. If the temperature gets to 32 and below, then whatever's falling out there is going to be freezing rain. And just to explain freezing rain to you, it comes down in the form of rain. It hits the ground. The ground is below freezing. It flash freezes right on the ground. It's no different than if it's raining, with the exception of the fact that the ground temperature makes all the difference in the world. If the ground temperature is below freezing, the rain hits the ground, freezes right up. If you hear something hitting the ground, it's clicking, and it's ice falling out of the sky, then that's going to be sleet. That's always a little bit of confusion with folks when we talk about freezing rain and sleet. But again, the difference is freezing rain is rain. It falls, it hits the ground, it freezes as it hits the ground. The sleet, again, pellets of ice that come out of the sky, and it hits the ground and just kind of clicks like that as it hits the ground. So, but again, if you look to the north of us, you see that freezing rain line, again, moving through areas to the north of us and out to the east and up to the northeast. And then just above that, looking toward Boone, Madison, Danville, looking at, snow falling in those areas. So certainly that colder air is to our north. If we see it start to, the warm air start to kind of lose out here, then we'll see freezing rain start to develop around the county. Let's go ahead and take a look at the model data and what it's showing real quickly. And so this is for 7 a.m. this morning, and we'll go hour by hour. You see, of course, here's Rockwell, Enochville, there's Kannapolis down there, China Grove, Granite Quarry, Salisbury, Spencer, Woodleaf, Cleveland, and there's Coolamy. So we'll go hour by hour again, showing you what the models are showing. This is 7 a.m., 8 a.m., still rain, 9 a.m. rain, 10 a.m., 11, midday, this is 12 noon now. By 1 p.m., we start to see some breaks in the action, and the rain starts to shift off to the east. Here's 2 p.m., pretty much everybody west of I-85 probably starting to see some drying going on. Warmer air will start to move in. We'll warm up to around 39 degrees today. Isolated showers as we head to 2 p.m. This is now 4 p.m., and you can see things continue to stay isolated as we head now closing in on midnight there's some isolated showers that move through, and that's pretty much how it's going to be as we make our way through the rest of the day. So let's go ahead and come back over now. We'll take one more look at the radar. And again, keep in mind that as we go through the day, don't rule out the chances of seeing some freezing rain, but it's mainly going to be a cold rain event for us. If we do hit 32, again, that will introduce the possibility of icing. So if you head out and about today, keep that in mind. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk about the weather impacts. We'll talk about the potential rainfall accumulation we could see around the county. We'll also talk about the 5-day forecast, and we'll give you an update on the current advisories, warnings, watches, things like that that are out there as well. So we'll be right back in just a moment.
When you're ready to travel, let's give it another go.
The weather impacts are sponsored by Patterson Farms Incorporated. The 2021 all-season passes are on sale now. Use promo code FARMLOVE through February 28th to get $20 off your 2021 all-season passes. For more information, visit pattersonfarm.com/all-season pass for all the details. If you're thinking about it later, you can't quite remember that website address, just head over to RowanCountyWeather.com, and this banner is at the top of our homepage, and we'll be able to get you there by clicking on the banner. You can head over to PattersonFarms.com, and all the details await you there, and you can also purchase your tickets there, your passes there as well. We'll see rain and freezing rain possible throughout the morning hours. Winds will be out of the east at around 5 miles per hour. Isolated rain chances as we move through the evening. Again, we're going to walk a very fine line. If we hit 32 degrees or lower, things transition over to freezing rain. If we stay above that 32 degree mark, 33 and up, it's just going to be a miserable cold rain. So that's how close we're going to walk that line today. And again, we'll have to see how things continue to play out. As far as the advisories, watches, and warnings, things like that out there, we've got a winter weather advisory in effect for all the counties in green. That includes Rowan County. And then as you head into where these purple areas are, that's where you see the winter storm warning. And all these other areas listed here are initially, they have weather statements. And basically, I've looked at them, and they essentially say that the potential is there for a wintry mix throughout the morning hours from northeast Georgia up into these areas. So certainly something to keep an eye on. But again, I think that it's going to be primarily, if you're looking at Rowan County, primarily it's going to be isolated into that northwest corner of the county. Not to say that we couldn't see that glaze of icing that I forecasted throughout other areas in the county. Again, if the temperature drops to 32 degrees or lower, what's on the ground is going to freeze up. So certainly have to keep that in mind. And if you're out and about traveling today, certainly be aware of it as well. As far as rainfall accumulation goes, we're looking at 7/10, around 3/4 of an inch, essentially, for Salisbury, Granite Quarry, Rockwell, China Grove, all those locations. Up in the Cleveland area, around 6/10 of an inch. Again, they could see less rain in terms of actual rainfall and get more of a sleet possibility. I think the primary thing is going to be freezing rain. So icing up there in that area could limit the amount of overall rainfall they get as things ice up. So we'll certainly keep an eye on that. But as far as accumulated rainfall, again, 3/4 of an inch is likely for most of the county. That northwest corner could see around 6/10 of an inch, a little over a half an inch, depending on where you are. The 5-day forecast sponsored by SA Sloop Heating and Cooling, built on integrity. Give them a call, 704-857-5684. Visit them on their website, www.sasloop.com. Mention you saw they sponsor the forecast on Rowan County weather. They'll give you $25 off your first-time service call. 100% chance of a wintry mix this morning. Again, looking at essentially the main threat would be freezing rain for most of the county. Not going to rule out the potential for some sleet, but I would not look for any snow from this system at all. High of 39 degrees today. We'll see a low of 34 with isolated rain chances as we move into the evening hours. Those chances drop down to about 30% as we head into the evening. 30% chance of isolated showers on Monday morning with a high of 44, and then we'll see mostly cloudy skies Monday evening with a low of 31. On Tuesday, we'll see partly sunny skies, high of 45, partly cloudy skies Tuesday evening, low of 26. By Wednesday, we'll see sunny skies with a high of 47, mostly clear skies Wednesday evening with a low of 25. And then as we head into Thursday, we'll see partly sunny skies, high of 52 degrees, and we'll see mostly cloudy skies Thursday evening with a low of 39 as our next round of rain starts to move in for the weekend. Next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we could see some rain moving through again. Things looking isolated right now for that time period, and we'll certainly continue to keep an eye on it. If you're looking for ways to stay updated with Rowan County weather at any time, you can visit us on our website, www.rowancountyweather.com. You can follow and like us on our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can check us out on cable television, WSRG TV in Salisbury. That is available on Hotwire Channel 394, Spectrum Channel 16. And we'll keep you updated on all of these outlets as we go through the day-to-day, certainly. And we'll continue to keep you updated, again, on the radar updates. We'll update you on any changes in the weather. If any kind of watches or warnings get changed or canceled, we'll certainly keep you updated on that as well. For now, enjoy your Sunday. If you have to head out, keep the rain gear handy, keep the speeds down, as you could run into patches of ice on the roadways, and just be safe out there, everybody. As always, thank you for following Rowan County weather.